Another guy that came that on our last show, we didn't really talk about him much because it just kind of felt like, all right, Michigan's at 5 offensive linemen. We think they're probably going to go to 6 with Bennett Warren. Michael Uini's a really good prospect, obviously. I mean, the dude's offer list is stupid. He's been to Clemson, Florida. He's going to Georgia. He's got a date on the books for Bama in October. Just a monster prospect. But he comes in, and this is going Michigan's way. Not like, hey, OVs always go well. Like, you've got a future cast in for him. Jeff Ketchum, about as good as it gets in the South, runs the Orange Blood site for Texas.
Yep.
Has switched Uini over to Michigan. So this isn't just like Michigan guys overreacting to an OV. So at this point, between him and then obviously, I mean, we'll just group them together. Bennett Warren as well. You and I both have future casting for him, and then Landon from Aggie Yell. Again, Texas A&M site, who kind of felt like that's where he was leaning, right? So these are 2 Texas guys like Blake Frazier, and the 2 Texas dudes who are following him closely both think it's Michigan. So Sharon Moore's going to try and put 7 dudes in this class.
It's a possibility.
Crazy.
You know, I spoke to someone last night, and I asked him. I asked the guy straight up. I'm like, what's going to happen? You know, if Uini decides to commit, and it's certainly looking like he's going to, and then you've got Bennett Warren wanting to commit in July. Do you take both? Do you say first come, first serve? And the general idea is like, well, we're going to have to decide here soon. And, you know, it's going to be a tough call to make. You can't, how do you say no to both guys that want to come? And really,
I don't think you can.
I don't think you, exactly. I don't think you can.
But I also don't think you can upset I mean, we talk about how close knit this group is. Right? Like, these are tackle prospects. So the 2 dudes I think this is going to play into the most are Andrew Sprague and Ben Roebuck.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, those guys are, you know, vetting these prospects. I mean, they're very much involved in the discussions with the coaches
for
too.
sure.
So, I think you'd have to have some sort of, I guess, consensus agreement amongst the commits saying, hey, I'm okay with taking both or one or the other. So I just don't see how you can turn both away. You know, it's a tough. I mean, it's a tough. I have nothing to do with this decision, and I'm sitting here going, man, what do you do?
Yeah,
you know, I would hate to be in Sharon Moore's shoes to try and figure out if they're gonna say, hey, the first one takes it, gets it, or I don't know. I don't envy that position at all.
I do think Michigan is always prepared for these situations before they happen because of the way they recruit and who they recruit. And a lot of that comes back to, again, just honesty.
Yeah.
Right. Michigan doesn't promise anything. They push competition. Right. And again, now I think what you have with 21 and 22 is the ability to point to your plan in action and results. Right. So I don't have to say this is what I want to do or this is how we're going to be. You can say this is what we've done. And I think when you talk about the offensive line, when you talk about not just what they've done from a development standpoint, what they've done in success with the Joe Moore Award, Zach Zinter and Trevor Keegan coming back, I think is a big statement. Drake Nugent, Ladarius Henderson, Miles Hinton transferring in after Olu came in and won all the awards he won. Big deal. No one transferring out from that offensive line within like the top 15 to 16 prospects with those dudes coming in and coming back. That's a big statement. Right. Mm-hmm. And they expect to lose possibly the entire starting offensive line next year via the draft and whatever. So there's going to be opportunities. There could be some transfer portal movement. And maybe that's part of it too, is like, dude, come in and fight for a year or two. And if you want to leave, okay. Like maybe that's just part of it, but you've got a chance to compete for a spot in Sharon Moore's offense on his offensive line, the best in the nation. If it doesn't work out, okay, but at least take your shot. And maybe that's the pitch. And if it is, these guys committing already know there's going to be competition. Cool, man. Bring them in. Right? That could be the attitude. And in terms of, how do you say no? I don't think you can. I love this offensive line unit. And again, we don't know floor and ceiling till somebody gets on campus, but there's a really good chance those two would be the best two offensive linemen in this class if they committed.
Yeah, it's a very good chance.
You know, I like Frazier a lot. I like Robach a lot. I like Sprague. These dudes are monsters. All of them are 6'7", 6'8".
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, the only one is Jake, and he's supposed to be a center.
Yep.
You don't want a 6'8" head in front of a quarterback.
Yeah, right.
But the rest of these dudes, they're 6'7", 6'8", 300 pounds, man.
Yeah.
It's incredible what Moore's doing. So we'll see. I mean, I don't think you can say no to Michael. I think Bennett Warren, again, maybe his opinion changes with some of this. I don't know, but that's another guy that comes in. And you've got 4 tackles in this group. You know, I think Frazier slides inside. Luke Hamilton slides inside. And again, Jake's your center. But unreal. Just reload. Right? Pretty impressive. Yeah. So.